Meghan Markle as previously having been a, quote, yacht girl, there have been more revelations going viral from the past. And I want to show you this.
She was a yacht girl. That's right. It's mentioned in the book. Meghan used to entertain as a yacht.
For years, the world has been presented with a narrative that felt almost too perfect to be true. A polished, gleaming fairy tale of a Hollywood actress who stumbled upon a prince and found herself swept up in a whirlwind of romance and destiny. It was a story of empowerment, of a modern woman breathing new life into an ancient institution.
In fact, I've seen the tapes. I've got them somewhere. God knows where now. I've got them on some
So you've seen Nudie Rudy Meghan too?
I've seen more than one.
Labeled by her adorers as the Duchess of Compassion. However, the veneer of that carefully curated image is beginning to crack under the weight of a past that refuses to stay buried. A new narrative is emerging, one that is darker, more complex, and infinitely more scandalous. Lady Colin Campbell, a figure who has never been afraid to rattle the cages of the establishment.
They couldn't keep these pictures hidden because there's just too many people involved. And now they don't care about protecting Meghan Markle anymore.
Has dropped a moniker that cuts through the PR spin like a jagged blade, the Duchess of Deception. This is no longer just about glass slippers and royal weddings. The conversation has shifted violently toward a hidden history of luxury yachts, billionaire circles, and a digital footprint that was systematically erased from the internet. The prevailing theory, now gaining viral traction across the globe, suggests that once you wipe away the sparkle of the tiaras and the staged smiles of the photo ops, Meghan Markle's royal ascent looks less like a fairy tale and more like a masterclass in strategic maneuvering. The accusations are blunt and unforgiving. Lady Colin Campbell has not merely hinted but openly claimed that before the world knew her as a royal fiancée, Meghan was entrenched in a lifestyle that the palace has desperately tried to hide. This is the era of the yacht girl, a term that carries with it implications of transactional relationships, high-stakes networking, and a presence in the playgrounds of the ultra-wealthy that goes far beyond simple vacations. The allegation is that Meghan didn't just attend these parties. She was a fixture of them, navigating a world of private jets and Mediterranean decks where the guest lists are exclusive and the expectations are unspoken but understood. For years, Meghan sold a pristine image of humanitarianism and polished elegance. Yet the investigative trail keeps circling back to the same troubling locations and the same elite crowds. We are talking about luxury yacht decks, secluded summer retreats, and the kind of long, hazy seasons spent in the company of people the general public will never even get close to. When the same backdrops, Monaco, Istanbul, the Hamptons, keep appearing in the background of a humble actor's past, the red carpet glow begins to look far less innocent. Lady Colin Campbell asserts that she has seen the evidence that proves this duality. She speaks of tapes and photographs that have been scattered to the winds, files that the palace PR machine worked overtime to bury, erase, and pretend never existed. It is a claim of a massive cover-up, a deliberate attempt to scrub a timeline that didn't align with the branding of a future duchess. Behind every carefully filtered Instagram post and every tearful interview clip lies a version of the story that the monarchy is terrified of. It is a version that suggests Meghan didn't stumble into royalty by accident but rather positioned herself with the precision of a heat-seeking missile. Lady C refers to these missing pieces of history as the photos they never wanted you to see. If these images exist in the way she claims, and the internet is increasingly convinced that they do, then Meghan's managed image is fragile, ready to shatter like fine china hitting a hard floor during a tense family gathering. The sheer number of people involved in that past life makes total secrecy impossible. As Lady C points out, they couldn't keep these pictures hidden forever because there are simply too many witnesses, and those witnesses no longer care about protecting the narrative of Meghan Markle. We are now delving straight into the uncomfortable side of the story, the side that the palace refuses to confirm and the mainstream media tiptoes around, but which Lady Colin has dragged unapologetically back into the spotlight. One single line from her recent interview was enough to light the royal internet on fire, exploding like fireworks over the skies of Windsor. She stated calmly, almost clinically, that there are photos. Not gossip, not whispers, not vague rumors, but actual photographs. These are images that were never meant to see the light of day, Images that allegedly fundamentally change how Meghan's pre-royal life is perceived when one connects the dots. The reason these pictures are so catastrophic for the Duchess is not just that they show her partying. It is who they allegedly place her with. The name that turns this from a scandal into a crisis is Jeffrey Epstein. Within hours of this revelation, hashtags began to blow up and screenshots began to circulate. Blurred images of yacht decks under golden sunsets, all tied to an ambitious actress long before the palace gates ever swung open for her. Lady Colin didn't tease or hint. She named the settings. She spoke of exclusive yacht parties and billionaire summer retreats, elite connections that most people only hear about in hushed tones. Once that door cracked open, there was no closing it. The internet, with its hive mind and relentless memory, began to dig. These pictures, which Lady C claims were banned and scrubbed from the web, are finding their way back into the public domain. The contradiction is screaming underneath it all. The same Duchess who lectures the world about compassion and moral fortitude was allegedly moving comfortably inside circles built on excess, unchecked privilege, and access that is often bought and sold.